How's it going, everybody? This is the Erroneous One, and we are here with our first video of the high score challenge for the current setup. So, let's talk about this real quick. I've already gone through it once. As you can see, I got a pretty decent score of 41.68. Ranking-wise, we're gonna be in the 322, so it's not terrible. Of course, we do want to be in the top 200 if we're actually going to invest in this one, which we did. So we do want to get higher up in there. But my main goal in this one is to show you guys what this is all about and to also talk about it a little bit. So let's get into this. If you guys watched my other video, I talked about how I wasn't really impressed with the medals and the current setup right now. The medals aren't terrible. I mean, all the medals are going to have their place. They're going to have their own utility in certain situations. Boss Marluxia, I think, is the best out of all of them, dealing 13 hits of neutral damage, and it has a insane multiplier. Look at that, 4.72, which means when he's guilted, he's going to be in the 5s. That's going to be like our first premium in the 5 damage multiplier range. So he's gonna put some hurt on. He's a very good medal, honestly, but he's also the hardest one to pull for the most part. Now, I've seen some people pull him, I've seen some people not pull him. Sadly, I was not able to pull him, unfortunately, but I pulled 2 Ansems. You know, go figure from that one. But there he is. Later on, hopefully I'll pull him later on, but he's the best one to have. And then, of course, you do other medals. The other medals aren't bad, but again, they have their utility. The biggest issue I have with this high score challenge is in the way it's set up. First off, I mean, there is absolutely no way to compete in this high score challenge unless you are a pay-to-play player. I mean, flat out, that is it. It is all about your boosting score. In the other events, you at least had chances to earn points from multiple enemies. If you can take on a certain enemy, you moved on, and you did the best you could. While you're there. It's not to say that the high score events weren't always pay to play, because they were, but this is way more blatant. This is outright, there's no multiplier really that's going to help you. There's no tricks for farming an enemy that respawns health or anything like that. This is going to be straight up. You get your boost score, you're done. That's it. That's all you got. For all of these. And all of these are pay medals. Now, some of them are easier to get than other ones. Some people have a few of these things, but these are all pay medals. And the opponent, except for the Beauty and the Beast one. But, all of these aren't exactly the easiest to get for the most part, up to a point. They don't have, some of the organization guys aren't bad, but they need to be guilted to have a, good utility, which again involves more money in this one. But I'm saying mainly that you can't compete in this one because there's only a single target. There is one opponent in this mission, and it is those playing cards. So level 150 playing cards. There is nobody else in this mission. And I'll show you right now, to talk about that. What I'm going to go in with right now is give me a score of 56, which isn't too terrible, but I have other medals that I'll try and utilize, like my second Ansem, when I'm able to get enough SIDs to put them on there and use them. But we're going to use Pooh, who's guilted at 82%, Ansem, who's just there with attack boost 1, for our fully guilted BC Mickey. We're going to use our Guilted Roxas at 73% with a attack boost 1. And we're going to use our Xemnas, who's not guilted, but he has 4 orbs and attack boost 1. So that's what I'm in there with. I do have a new team member, Armor of Light. In this case, it goes by Zephyr here. So thank you for joining my party, guy. I do appreciate it. It's great to have you here. And also, your in this case, your Boss Marluxia, because that was pretty cool to see. Although right now you have your Axel up, which I think would be fine. That won't be an issue for now. So I'll throw him up there real quick because he's guilted. So I'm going to walk in there with a guilt score of 70 right now with this one. Unless somebody says something crazy down here. Nope, just them. Yeah, so we're good for that. Like I was saying, one opponent, and it's all going to depend upon your boost score. If you don't have a high boost in this one, you're not going to compete. That's just, that is the way it is, unfortunately, and I think that really sucks. At least the other high score challenges were playable for free-to-play and also for casual players. They had a chance to do well, they had a chance to get some of the rewards in there, and, at least try and compete. Maybe not within, like, the top 1,000 per se exactly, but, roughly thereabouts, they could compete and, you know, play and, like, you know, be up there and get better rewards. This one, not at all. I mean, this one, not at all. And Cena, I think did a good job at all at this one. I think this is not good. I mean, I hope to never see a high score challenge like this again. And I am going to post this onto my Twitter page. I'm going to tag in Cena, Square Enix, North America, Square Enix, and a few other ones. If you guys want to, you guys can, like, you know, comment down in my Twitter page there. I will leave a link below in the description for it, for this link up in particular, just to say how hopefully they see this. I mean, I doubt they're going to see it, and if they do see it, I doubt they're really going to take, you know, much consideration into it. I mean, I'm only one person talking about it and what I think about it. But this is non-competable for all the players. This format right here is more in lines of you're treating us like customers as opposed to players. Now, I know that, you know, you've mentioned that before in your announcements and such, calling us customers, and I didn't really think too much of it then. But, you know, in the end, we are all players. We're playing this game because we're fans of Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy and so on and so forth. We understand that as a mobile game that it has microtransactions, you are going to pay. And to do, you know, really, really well, you're going to pay more money in it. But you guys also had a fun mechanic when we were playing the game too, where free-to-play players could do okay. I mean, they couldn't do like the greatest in the world, but they could compete. They could do things. Casual players, same thing with them. This event totally bypasses them. It utterly bypasses them. And I don't like that. I don't think it's a good thing. And I hope to never see it again. But, you know, I don't control them. I'm only one person, so we'll see if we get any kind of response out of this, or if enough people complain about this format. Hopefully that'll change things, and we won't see an event like this again, because this is, again, just not good. I can't say more than that. Just not good. But here it is. I'm going to go through it right here with my current setup. I'll probably come to you again with a third video when I get my other medals sitted out, so I'll have a higher boost score initially, but 70 is pretty decent, I think, for right now. It's not terrible. So let's go ahead and we're going to have Pooh go off. I'm going to tap for now with Ansem. I don't think my setup can one-turn this guy. Not bad. And tap, tap, tap. So there we go for that one. So he has 5 bars left. I think I can take him out right now with everybody going off, and I should have enough for that. 5, 8, 11... I do not have enough for that at all. So we'll have to be kind of choosy what we're going to do here. But let's have Pooh go off. Let's see what our Ansem does. Even though he's not guilted. It's not the greatest in the world, but Mickey should take care of that, I think, for the most part. Yep, there he goes. So that's a new high score now. That's 43-49. So you do get lower scores in this high score challenge just because it's a single enemy going through the enemies. The main reward in this one, you need to get a score of 4,500 or higher. So obviously, I mean, I think to compete better up, you're going to need to have a boost score, like probably in the high 80s, low 90s thereabouts, to try to really compete in the score. Let's see. Yeah, so we're going to need 4,500 to get the 2 more attack boost 2, and then 2 more Huey, Dewey, and Louie's. Ranking wise, that put us, okay, so we're just out of 200. That's not bad. We jumped up about 100 plus spots. So that's pretty good. We're right at 200, tied right there apparently. So again, you know, I do have a second Ansem that I'll probably throw on there and to boost my score higher up. So that'd be pretty good. We'll see. I mean, right now, Mickey's my main damage dealer there, but, you know, I might change him out just so I can throw in an Axel. I do have a Gilded Axel as well. I think he's Gilded at 60%, so that's not too terrible for him either. But that was it. I mean, I'm sure I can get higher too. I'll ask my teammate to put back up the Marluxia later on, and then, you know, we'll go from there, but that won't be for another day or two. Probably like the last day of the event, more than likely. But that's my event. Those are my thoughts on the high score, guys. Let me know what you guys thought about it as well. Let me know if you guys think I'm off base in my statements about it or not in the comments down below. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching, and I wish you guys much luck on this high score challenge. And if you're free to play or casual, you know, I'm sorry, but I hope you guys can do okay. You know, thanks for watching, guys.